And we're back. Part 2. Thank you so very much. If you have not seen part 1, go watch part 1 first, and then come join us with part 2. So I'm just going to start where I stopped. And also I wanted to say, hey, J. Mike. When I saw your name pop up, it was already buffering. So even if I would have said something, you wouldn't have heard it because it was buffering. But this leader, so-called leader, who was stuck in their ego, who was a narcissist, they're thinking about all this shit that they did now. And they're wondering why they did so much. Because, like I said, they were thinking that you would just lay down and take it. There's no way you're going to say anything. There's no way you one person is going to go against all of us. There's no way you're going to speak. But this leader's finding that they, too, have to serve their time. Thank you so very much for returning, High Priestess. They have to serve their time because all those secrets, all that hidden shit that they was doing, it's coming out. It's making itself known. Not only is it making itself known, Karma is parking her car in their driveway. Welcome back, Malcolm. They had this dream that they was going to be able to take you out, take you down. They was going to be able to destroy you. And I don't even know why they was trying to think like this. Because you wasn't their child. You may have been, they may have raised you. You may have come out of somebody's body, but trust and believe when I say you was not their child, you was not their child. Confirmation. If you have children, you ever seen somebody try and discipline and manhandle and beat on your child? You will go up and be like, what the fuck are you thinking that you're doing? Hey, J. Mike. And this is what God is doing to them right now. Giving them the motherfucking smackdown. Like, what the fuck did you think you was going to be doing with my child? Who gave you permission to lay hands? Now I got to lay hands on you. It's like all this information is coming out about this family. And it's the truth. There ain't nothing they can do. There ain't nothing they can do. They just didn't know that you was an earth angel and you was just waiting. You was just protecting your heart. You was healing. You wasn't cowering in the corner. You wasn't afraid of them. You wasn't like, oh, I don't know what to do. You was taking care of you. You was following what God told you to do. God said, sit down. Let me get this. You sat your ass down and you let God get it. Whenever God said, okay, now it's time for you to get up, suit up, get up on that horse and ride into battle. You the first one in and you're going to be the last one out. That's exactly what you did. They discounted you. They refused to see you. They refused to see that God was providing you with everything that you needed so that you could help them with what they needed. You're the Empress. You are the one who has the miracles. You stepped out on faith. That was you. People were even lying about your relationships, getting in the middle of your relationships, trying to cause problems with your relationships because they wanted you to be depressed. They wanted you to be alone. They wanted you to be lonely. They wanted you to be unhappy because that's how they feel. There may be a whole lot on there, but each one of them individually and collectively are unhappy. They don't feel connected to each other. But the thing is, they wanted to be over there trying to hurt you, whereas you wanted to be, you'd rather be by your damn self. And that's exactly what God told you to do. Go alone by your damn self and let me handle this old piddly ass, poor, pathetic, lightweight shit. They thought they had you pegged. They just didn't know you was going to come back, kick ass, take name, and win the fucking war. And now they sitting here with their heads all in shame. Telling you, this father, oh, there's no words. No words to say. This is the one who regrets this the most. This is the one that wants to have the forgiveness the most. Because they know they have the most to lose. And Spirit said, that's the truth. They have the most to lose, and they're about to lose everything. Everything that they held near and dear is going to be taken away. And it's okay. Because they did it to you. So why shouldn't Spirit do it to them? Why should God not give to them what they wanted for you? Now, if they wanted peace, love, happiness, and all your dreams to come true, all your prayers to be, to manifest, then God would have given it to them. But that's not what they wanted. But that's what you're getting. What is that saying? Those that put themselves first shall be last. And they who they put last, they shall be first. So you were moved to the front of the line, and they were moved to the very back. And don't worry about it because you are being protected. You're being exalted. Your name is being cleared. Your name was already clear in the heavens, but on 3D, your name, your reputation, everything that they lied about you, all of that shit is being cleared. Something about your faith and who you chose to partner up with. You had faith in God, and that's who you partnered up with. Something about this there's a relationship too. Something about this relationship, it's almost like I'm getting the feeling you had to teach this person how to be strong, or you had to teach this person, about how to use their gifts, or not so much how to use their gifts, but how to accept that they have these gifts and how not to be afraid to use them. You had to be the leader. You had to show somebody what it was like, what it really is. Hey, Nana. And this person, they're coming back. They're apologizing because they understand they put themselves in the position too. That they put themselves in a position, and they're getting their own Ten of Swords and they own back. And it was okay because they gave it to you. And now they are receiving it in return. And it was the same group of people that they sided with when they were sitting there gossiping and lying about you. It's all being returned. Everyone is getting their just due. And now they're looking at this whole relationship is totally different. And how they messed this up. How they messed it up. And got themselves stuck in the whole situation. Now, all of a sudden, everybody wants to stop. Now, all of a sudden, everybody wants to apologize because they don't want that shit to come out. They don't want you to tell the truth and shame the devil, because guess what? Everyone that hears it, reads it, sees it is going to know it's the truth. Because you are recalling memories that they had almost forgotten. Word is spreading around town like wildfire. Especially about this witch. Word is spreading around town like wildfire. Fire. What else, Spirit? Exactly. Elephants never forgets. That's my spirit animal, is the elephant. I have about 500 billion around here. Not really 500 billion, but I do have a lot of elephants. What's the message, Spirit? God is making a way out of no way for you, baby. Telling you, this emperor thought that you wasn't going to speak up. This emperor thought that you was going to hold everything in about how this person was. But no, you're telling them people about it. First of all, this was not an emperor. Upright. And secondly, you were no longer holding shit in. You have the direction from your ancestors that says it's time to kick this shit off right. Like I said, Spirit told you, you going in first and you coming out last. And that's exactly what you're about to do. I see there's a whole lot of souls laying around on the ground. They didn't know what was going to hit them. There's a whole lot of souls laying around on the ground. Can't make this up. Because they didn't know what was going to hit them. They trying to see what can we do to straighten this out? What can we do to change this situation? What can we do to put it back in our favor? How can we juggle this? Nothing. Not a damn thing. All we can say is get ready. Get ready, because you are about to be whooped. Now the whole crew, they want to be like, oh my God, oh, we're sorry, we didn't see this, we didn't know that, so that, stop it. Hey, Bert, how are you? Bert Nix, how are you? They realize now their immaturity cost them dearly, and that's all it was immaturity, and it cost them dearly. But that's not your concern. Your concern is just to heal from these knives, from these attacks, from these lies. That's all you have to do, is just heal. I don't know why I saw that there was an Aquarius that was caught lying in this group. There is an Aquarius that was caught lying in this group. I don't know if they were lying to remove themselves or they were lying on you. But I do know that your ancestors saw that shit too. Hey, K Hyphy. That's why it's like your ancestors saw that shit too. And it's like, you had the strength to go against everybody and defend yourself against it all. You didn't care who was throwing what at you. You was able to defend it because you were strong enough, especially whenever it came to this switch. This is the witch you didn't think that you would be able to survive. Put you in position so that you would lose your life. But let me tell you something. God is your protector. This is why that bitch is getting the worst. Because that's the one who put your life truly in danger. That's the one who had no regard for you whatsoever. Telling you, when you walked away, nobody was happy. Nothing worked. All blessings that anybody received turned to curses. And you're moving forward because you listened to what God had to tell you and you obeyed willingly, lovingly. And these people that thought that they were going to curse your name, Of finding out that those curses are being returned to them one at a time. Everything that they put all on you is coming right back to them, and they all getting it. It's not going to be that they get one big tower moment, boom, and that knocks it all out. No, no. Spirit said, no, I'm going to discipline them so that they never forget this lesson. Spirit called judgment. And that wheel of fortune is coming right back around. And the way that Spirit wants to do this, the way that's going to make Spirit feel like this is okay, Spirit is planning each tower. They don't get one tower. They might get 10 if they're lucky. If they're lucky, they're only going to get 10. But that witch, the one who's getting the worst amount of karma, every day, for as many breaths are left in that body, are going to equal the same amount of breaths that person regrets the shit that they did to you. This person wanted you to beg. They wanted you to grovel. They didn't want you to have nothing. This was someone who wasn't loyal to you whatsoever. They would tell people that they was loyal, but they would go around and they would say these little mistruths. Oh, I love them, but this and this and that and the other. Didn't make no sense. All because they didn't want you to receive God's love. But there was nothing they could do about it. Absolutely nothing. You was already suited up for battle. You already returned all of this shit back to her. This shit was going back to her. You didn't have to defend yourself anymore. You was protected at this point. This was that return back to the same one who started it. Hey, lies never stop. And you're telling the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth. It sounded like it's coming cold. It sounded like you're saying it harshly, but you're not. You're just saying what really happened. Now, all of a sudden, everybody wants to lay their sword down. They don't want to fight no more. Now they don't have nothing to say. Now they don't have anything else to prove. Because the world sees exactly how immature these motherfuckers were. How insecure they were. How they lacked confidence. How they lacked foresight. How they did not even have a heart. How they planned to hurt you. The world sees this now. And everybody else sees how you was right to protect yourself. And how you spoke the truth. All right, y'all. I'm getting ready to close this down. I'm getting ready to lay back down and go to sleep before I got to get back up and go to work. This was the message for this morning. So I'm not going to be on at 7 o'clock. I'm going to be trying to get some sleep until 7:30 so I can start work at 8. Thank you so very much. And I appreciate you. All right, y'all. We'll see each other in the evening after work. Everyone have a wonderful day. Stay blessed. Thank you, Bert. Thank you, J Mike. Thank you, K Hyphy. Thank you, Hype Priestess. Thank you, Lies Never Stuck. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful day at work, and we'll see each other this evening. I love you all.